Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia episode 13. Last time we saw, of course, a little bit of comedy size in the beginning of the episode with the award ceremony and the way Bakugo behaves, but we saw a little bit of action too with a spectacular battle between Bakugo and Todoroki. I love the effects in said battle. They weren't as good as the battle between Todoroki and Deku, but come on, that just blew everything away. But still, it was a very nice way of animation, a very dynamic battle between those two. I really enjoyed the moments. It was more action packed and more prolonged time. Because yes, the marvelous animation of the episode 10, it lasted like 1 or 2 minutes. This lasts a little bit longer. It was more spread out in the battle, not in the last moments of of the battle. So yes, but I love both battles. My favorite, episode 10, but of course nothing can compete with that. And also we saw at the end the awful thing that happened. That, well, luckily. Ida's brother is alive. He's not well, but yes, at least he's alive. And of course, we saw the very, very sad moment. It destroys you. That moment destroys you because you see how fragile it really is. You see Tenya, you see Ida, and you see a very stoic person. But in the moment, we saw a very weak side of him. And of course, we saw the mother, which was destroyed for obvious reasons. And of course, at the end, we saw how Todoroki tried to reunite with his mother. All this is going to take to something else. I don't know what is that, but I really wanted to know. But yeah, I think I spoke enough about this in the last episode. So yeah, let's just cut this and watch the next episode, shall we?
いらぬ辛労をかけてすまなかったな。
Yeah, apparently nothing happened with Eva. Oh, pick up names.
やっぱりテレビで中継されると違うね。超声かけられたよ、クルトちゃん。
ああ、俺も。
私もジロジロ見られて。
はがくれさんはいつもなんじゃ。
Yeah, it should be.
小学生にいきなりドンマイコールされた。
お前。
たった一日で一気に注目の的になっちまったな。
やっぱ有名すげえな。
I love how everyone is in order just by the sheer presence of Aizawa.
包帯取れたのによかったわ。
で、その集計結果がこうだ。
Okay, holy cow! That's a lot of offers!
例年はもっとばらけるんだが、二人に注目が偏った。
Well, yes!
見る目ないよね、プロ。
1位轟、2位爆豪って。
体育祭と10位。
Yeah!
表彰台で拘束されたやつとか。
Okay, yes, you're right! Up to that!
さすがですわ、轟さん。
ほとんど親の話題。
He's still after that.
緑や、ない。
Why?
あんな無茶な戦い方する。
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
つけたら地獄を見ちゃうよ。
Ah, midnight.
ヒーロー名が世に認知され、そのままプロ名になってる人が多いからね。
ま、そういうことだ。その辺のセンスをミッドナイトさんにさ。
Ah, okay, yeah, they just not let them choose whatever. I love it! What?
ヒーロー名決めてないって？
メディア出たくないし、俺は名前にこだわりないから。
よし。
What?
イレイザーヘッドだ。
That's what is that name?
将来自分がどうなるのか名をつける。
Okay.
イメージが
Yeah, it makes sense for Aizawa.
それが名は体を表すって。
Oh, man.
オールマイトとかな。
Well, yes, All Might because he's the biggest.
ヒーロー名。僕が将来なりたいと思うような名前か。
Okay.
輝きヒーロー I cannot
He even wrote it in English.
キラキラが止められないよ
ここは愛を取ってキャントに省略した方が呼びやすい。
それね
Okay, decide English or French. Yes. Exactly.
じゃあ次私ね。ヒーロー
Alien Queen. Oh, that sounds cool.
血が共産性の
Oh, but this is a cool name. I like it. Alien Queen.
小学生の頃から決めてたの。
Fluffy. That sounds cute. Yes.
親しみやすくていいわ。みんなから愛されるお手本のようなネーミングね。ありがとう。
Oh. Oh, the music.
赤の競争。これはあれね。愛
Oh.
とのリスペクトね。
そうっす。だいぶ古いけど。
Oh, I got it.
憧れの名を背負うってからには相応の重圧がつ
Yes.
いて回るわよ。
Oh.
霧島くんかっこいいな。
ふざけんなよ
いやヒ
Here for Jack.
イ
That's
ヤホンジャック。
okay. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
直手ヒーロー
Tentacle.
直視のテンタクルとタッグ
あー
ね。
テーピンヒーロ
That
ー
わかりやすい。大切。
武闘ヒーロー
is pretty straightforward. Yeah.
表してる。
甘味ヒーロ
What is his power? Oh.
桃肌。
スタンガンヒーローチャージと稲妻でチャージ妻
Okay.
ステルスヒーロー。インビジ
Straightforward again.
いいよ。さあ、どんどん行き
I
ま
just love how he's always asleep.
す。この名に恥に行いよう。断物ヒーロー。
Okay. Yeah. Well.
ーショート
名前いいの？
Okay.
漆黒ヒーロ
Oh.
夜の神様。
Grape juice.
ジェイストップ&キッズ。
Animal.
わかった。そういうのはやめた方がいいわね。
I love the name. Okay.
ーバカスタンダローにしろよ
King Explosion Murder. I love it. Oh, Gravity. That's pretty cute. Yeah.
されてる。
昨日見ようか迷ってたんだけどな実は足の
Oh no.
嘘だヒーローインゲニウム
Oh.
ここでおしまいだダメだこれからも
Oh man.
行くんだ兄さんは嫌だよ俺だって嫌だよだからさお前がいいならこのな
Oh. That's why he's doubting so much.
あなたの名前ね。
Yeah, but there's a reason behind that.
緑や。
いいのかそれで
What did he
そう呼
choose?
ばれ続けるかもしんねえんだぜ
この呼び名今まで好きじゃなかったけどある人に意味を変えられて僕には結構な衝撃で
What is the name?
嬉しかったんだいつまでも雑魚ででき
Oh, it's Deku.
これが
Yes, it's Deku. But not Baku, because that's a lot. Oh, I like that.
違う。
God damn it, Bakugo. Oh.
デク君はもう決めた？
まずこのようにヒーローの得意な活動条件を調べて
映画よもはや。あ、ごめん、夢中になっちゃって。
相当悩んでる。
That was Midori. Of course he's speaking that hard.
私もう決めてるよ。本当に？
どこ
バトルヒーローガンヘッドの事務所。
Holy.
だって
Holy cow, that's... Wow!
指名来てた。
そうなんだ。僕はてっきり13
Yeah.
のヒーローを目指してるのかと。
最終的にはね。でもこの間の体育祭で爆豪くんと戦って思ったんだ。強くなればそんだけ可能性が広がる。
Makes sense,
やりたい
yes.
方だけ向いてても見聞する。
Ah. Is he trembling? Or is my...
それよりさっきから気になってんだけど。
Yeah, it wasn't my video.
これ空気
Oh,
空気
seriously?
とか授業中ずっとそんなバカな。空気椅子とか古くねえか。
何言ってるんだ
He keeps getting fast.
応用した動けない状態でも手軽にできるトレーニングだよ
Chill for a while.
今のままじゃダメ。
Oh, it's... That scared me, man.
そんなに慌てて。
ちょっとおいで手紙
Is he... Is he shaking?
それとも私の指導不足を見かねての指導かあえてかつての名を出して指名してきたということは声
He's scary. Yes.
君を育てるのは本来私の責務なのだ。せっかくの年齢だ。存分にしごかれてくれ。
Holy. Yes. How scary. The beginning of the internship, I guess.
飯田君。本当にどうしようもなくなったら言ってね。友達だろ。
Now, something different is happening in that head. I know.
もっと強く言葉をかけるべきだった。僕はこの日のことを
Yes. Everything is pointing. I'm gonna say it in the comments, but for now. Yeah. Well. Yes, that was episode 13. A lot heavier in the fun side than previous videos. But again, they keep advancing the story and the drama and everything else. But as always, I'm gonna watch this again. And well, be back with my comments. See you in a bit. And once again, the anime and the extra scene.
ナイトすら恐れるヒーローか。グラントリノ。
Gran Torino.
名前だけど、すごい人に違いない。すごい人に違いない。地図の住所は合ってるぞ。
Okay.
遊泳校から来ました。緑谷いずくです。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, what? What?
生きたる
What? What the hell was that?
次回予告。
Okay, enough. The preview, and I just saw the extra scene, and it was sure, whatever. Okay, now I'm really going to see this a second time, and well, be back with my comments. See you in a bit, guys. Oh man. And I'm back. I just watched a second time the 13th episode of the second season. Yeah, at the beginning it was very heavily, well, he was very humorous. It was a lot of fun activities, not much of a serious threat, not an immediate threat actually. So yes, it was very entertaining, very funny, very relaxed episode. And of course they have to choose their names. Before that, we saw a little bit of a scene in which Midoriya just was overwhelmed by the amount of attention he was receiving in the freaking subway. But it was a positive attention. They weren't just, oh, you lost or something like that. No, they were trying to support him. They were trying to make him feel better, let's say. So yeah, it was a very fun thing and a cute thing to see. Again, with the names. Aizawa wouldn't have been a very good choice to supervise the shows, all the people that would choose their names. Why is that? Because in a flashback, we saw how Aizawa got his name, Eraserhead. It was just President Mike, of course, before he was President Mike. It's just, oh, you should be called Eraserhead. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, sure, I'll go with that. So yeah, Aizawa doesn't care much about such minor things, let's say, because he doesn't want or doesn't like the attention. So yeah, it's understandable. So yeah, they brought Midnight for her to help them to choose a name, and the first name were, to be honest, well, one of them was terrible. The flamboyant guy, I always forgot his name. Aoyama. Yes. Aoyama was, well, it was a sentence. It wasn't a name. It was a complete sentence. I can't stop sparkling, if I'm not mistaken. Which is an odd name, to be honest, for a hero. And he cannot decide if it's English or French or whatever. Anyway. And another name I thought it was pretty cool, Alien Queen. Yeah, I know it's related to the Alien franchise. But it sounds pretty cool. I really like the Alien Queen better than the name Pinky that she chose later, to be honest. But okay, the first great name was, of course, from Tsuchan. She chose the name Froppy, which is catchy, it is cute, and I think it's very fitting to her. So yeah, I like the name Froppy. And the rest, most of them I didn't call my attention. Really, they just passed by. The few that caught my attention was Kyoshima's name was Red Riot, if I'm not mistaken. But it was in honor of another hero, Chrismon Riot. Or it was the other way around. One of the two, okay? I like this because now we know a little bit more of Kirishima. He wanted to be a hero, I guess, because of this guy that he admires, and he wants to get his name because, well, he admires the guy. He wants to be like him. So yes, I find that not everybody is following, oh, because All Might, All Might, All Might. No. As we saw with Ida in I don't know how long, he wanted to be a hero because of his brother, which makes it even harder what is going to happen next. But now we have Kirishima. He wanted to be a hero because this other Chrismon Riot, if I'm not mistaken, it was the hero name. Yeah, we have a lot of variety in heroes, and I don't mean heroes in the sense of this word. Heroes like you pay me to do rescue or something like that. No. I mean heroes in the sense that you admire them personally. And several people admire several different heroes, which is fascinating and well thought in this society that, well, yes, Almighty is a number one. All Might is the number one. But not everybody is just, oh, I want to be a hero because All Might exists. That would be kind of boring and, well, wouldn't have many variety in there, which is something I'm thankful for. So yeah, everybody choose a name. The people who didn't... well, sorry. Another name that caught my attention was Gravity. It was, I think, well thought and to the point. It makes kind of a great sense, and I like the ring to it. Another name that caught my attention was, well, not a hero name per se. It was Shoto. And why he chose said name? Because I still don't think he has a complete grasp of what he should do with himself. Before that, before Midoriya's fight, and again, I'm going to be repeating this a lot. Before Midoriya's fight, he was certain of what he was going to do. He knew that he will never use his fire side. He knew that he will hate his father all his life. He was certain of everything. That he was going to become like a freeze man or something like that. But after that fight, after Midoriya changed his perspective, come on, perspective. Change his perspective. Now he's thinking a lot more, well, things, what he's going to do, how is he going to use his powers. Now I guess both sides, fire and ice. how is he going to be developing itself after, well, whatever happens in, well, this anime, how is he going to do whatever he wanted to do. So yes, that's perhaps the reason as to why he chose Shoto, because he's not certain of anything. The only thing he's certain is his name, something from his past. But from the future, he doesn't know exactly what to do. Another one that obviously caught my attention was Ida's name. He chose his own name, Tenya. This requires a little bit more of a backstory, because yes, apparently his brother is not going to be able to walk, and he wanted to inherit the name Ingenium, something like that. Sorry if I'm terrible with names about this moment. But yeah, the brother wanted to inherit the name, but he doesn't feel like he has earned it. That he is still not ready to be called by that name. So that is why he chose his name. He's still full of sadness. And what I'm thinking of from the progression of the show, of this episode, he's full of anger from what I have seen in this episode. So yes, there is a lot more deeper, but I'm gonna go into that point later on. Another one that caught my attention was Bakugo's name. Both names. I'm sorry, I just remember the names and I had so much fun. The first one, Kin Explosion Murder. I love the name. That is Bakugo to a T. The pride, the explosion, the murder, because he always says die. That is Bakugo. Of course, it's a terrible hero name. If you were a villain, that would be a great name. A little bit silly, but great at the end. But not when you're a hero and try to comfort the rest of the population that you're here to help them. No, you hear that name, oh god, we're going to die. That's good for the villain, but for the innocent people, not so good. And the other one, of course, Lord Explosion Murder. Yeah, a lot of change there. Oh man. Oh, that's so much fun. And something I noticed right now, we never heard his name, or the chosen name. We just hear those rejected names. So I'm curious, what is the hero name for him? That is one, Explosion Boy. Okay, no. If he hear that, he will punch me in the face. But yeah, that was so much fun. I really, really funny, man. Okay, the last name that caught my attention was Deku. Of course, Midoriya, everybody was shocked because everybody saw or everybody heard the name Deku, and the way Bakugo said the name, it was hurtful. It was meant to be an insult. It was meant to degrade Midoriya. In the moment he was, the name was uttered. But that changed thanks to Uraraka. Yeah, she called him Deku. But for her, it wasn't an insult. It was something that you can do whatever you want. You can do it. You make an effort and you can do that. So she changed the meaning of the name, Deku's name. And I love how Deku embraced this new meaning and say, okay, yeah, sure. Deku was at the beginning an insult, but somebody else make it something greater, something good, something that makes me even feel better about myself because I can do it if I make an effort. And that is something very, very inspiring. And I'm going to go into a complete different route from what I usually do. And yes, become a shipper for a couple of minutes. Sorry about this. But yeah, this just tells me that there is something deeper between Uraraka and Midoriya. And again, this is just my shipper mentality. If you disagree with me, I understand completely, okay? But yeah, I think there is something deeper between them. Because yes, Uraraka is always by Deku's side, more than Ida's side. Ida is like a, I don't want to say a third wheel, but some like an accessory or some another friend that Uraraka was not planning to get, but yeah, she was fine with him, and she became a good friend with with Ida. But with Deku from the beginning, she was always with Deku. And of course, the name, how it changed, and how of course Midoriya just accept almost immediately the way the new Deku name. Where like I say, oh, I like you name Deku. Oh, but for me it means something. Oh, yes, I'm Deku. Yeah, I love that in the first season. And now this, again, for Midoriya, Deku means something else, thanks to Uraraka. So yeah, I'm shipping them like crazy because I really love that pairing. A lot more deeper than, well, than expected. And yes, I know this is just pure speculation and my shipper mind just going to weird places perhaps there is nothing there, but yeah, I'm happy with this ship, and yes, that is my OTP for this show. Yeah, but going back to the things that are not in my shipper mentality. Yeah, of course, the names were chosen and they chose the internship. Again, I thought that, well, we saw from a moment sooner that Midoriya got a request from Gran Torino, and we didn't know exactly who he was. I kind of deduced, and yes, after I watched the second time, I actually watched the first episode of the second season because, yes, it's the same guy. The guy who All Might wrote the letter is the same guy who took the internship for Midoriya. So he wasn't the previous owner of the One for All. It was somebody else because yes, from the talk between Midoriya and Deku, it was said he knew my predecessor. Okay, yeah, so that clarifies something else. So the predecessor is other person, and I don't know if he's alive or he's dead. So if you know that, and if not a major spoiler, just please tell me. If it's a major spoiler, please hold it. I'm begging you for that. So yeah, he chose this guy, Gran Torino, and apparently All Might is pretty scared of Gran Torino. I don't know why. I don't know why, but there must be a reason as to why All Might is scared. Just as scared. He was trembling from Gran Torino, scared of Gran Torino. Sorry. I want to know what is the deal there. I suppose, or I guess we're going to see that in the next episode. So yeah, I'll be a little bit more patient with that. Yeah, he went there and everybody chose their internship. We didn't know exactly who chose who, except for Uraraka, who I choose battle hero. And yes, the reason Uraraka choosing that said agency is because she wants to improve her combat. Because yes, as I said in the video or in the 9th episode, she's not well fitted to combat. Her quirk is not well fitted to combat, and she's not that good at combat because her strategy was a little bit of a, well, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't well thought. Because yes, we saw later how Bakugo disposed of certain meteorites. It was a great strategy, but not as great as we thought at the beginning. But with this, she wants to improve her combat abilities, which is great because now she will have an edge over a lot more stuff. Yeah, she wants to be a rescue hero, but still, it helps you that you can combat or you know how to fight, because if you encounter an enemy while you are rescuing somebody else, you will know what to do and how to defend you and the victim. So yes, that is a great strategy in Uraraka's mind. So yeah, kudos for that. We saw also, of course, Midoriya with Gran Torino. I spoke about that. And we saw Idas in Huso City, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought, why? What is so special? Because yes, they hold that take for a long. I could read that. They hold it for enough time for me to read it, so that was important. And later on, we figured it out why. Because the hero killer, Stain, is in that city. So yes, that's why I said that Ida was full of anger. Because he is just angry at this hero killer. He wants to take revenge on this hero killer. That's why he chose that agency. Everything was connecting itself in the information given to us. Midoriya didn't know this because he didn't know all the information we know. So yeah, he's still worried, but he doesn't know the extent of the damage in Ida's mind, because yes, he's full of anger and he wants revenge. And this is going to be very dangerous, because if this guy can kill professional heroes, what a student is going to, well, be able to do against him. So yeah, this is getting a lot more dangerous for Ida. But thanks to this anger, his mind is completely clouded. So yes, the next episodes are going to be very, very interesting if they follow these moments. So yes, I'm eager to see said episodes. What else? Yeah, the comedy, all the drama that we saw, everything we saw. Yes, again, I love how this series just keeps going and going without a dull moment. I haven't found any single episode which I did not enjoy, or that I found that it was like a filler or something. No, everything is just moving the story forward, or changing a character, or developing character. Sorry. So yes, I'm impressed. We're 2.5 seasons so far. Sorry, 1.5 season. Yes, I'm counting something else. Yeah, 1.5 seasons, and we're still going very strongly in this path. So yeah, I think I spoke enough about this episode. Once again, guys, thank you so much for your comments, for your views, for your likes, and for your subscriptions. Again, if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. And again, to remind you that I have a Twitter now, and if you want to follow me, the link is in the description below. Yeah, thank you guys for your attention, and well, see you in the next video, guys. Bye.